Hey, it's me again. I'd just like to take a few moments of your time out of your day to talk about a game that I've been very excited for, called Zenith, or however you want to call it. I have never heard one or the other, it's always both. And this time it's actually talking, it's not just text on a screen, because I think that's annoying. I just think it's easier to listen to me talk rather than have to read what I'm saying on the screen while also trying to pay attention to whatever I decide to put in the background. Yeah. So this is going to be very new for me, and yes, this is also the best microphone I have. I'm sorry if it sucks, it's just what I have. So I'm just gonna start talking about it, and if I can keep you here for longer than 3 minutes, then I've already done better than my other videos. So the first question that you probably have is, what is Zenith? Well, Zenith, the last city, is what is known as a VR MMORPG, or a virtual reality massive multiplayer online role-playing game. In this world, you are an agent of Zenith, and at the very bare bones of the game, you do what you would normally see in an MMO. You go around the map, completing quests, collecting items, leveling up and getting stronger, and just trying to do as much as you can in this world. The development team behind this game is known as Ramen VR, and they have been working very hard in this game, so it's really exciting to see all the hype around it and how well it's doing after its first few days. There are many reasons for this hype, but for me personally, it's the VR aspect in the VR MMORPG. There are not many good VR MMOs out there. I have been waiting a long time for something like this to come out. So with that very minimal explanation of what the game is, let's quickly discuss how launch of the game went. If I had to describe the launch of the game in one word, one of the words I would choose is chaos. It was chaos. I think the developers were having issues with their database provider, and so a lot of people weren't able to get in or launch the game, and they were not afraid to voice this, and they were not afraid to do it all at once, simultaneously, no matter if someone asked the same question before them. And so the moderators of the Discord were sat there answering questions left and right. I even joined in myself, and I'm not even a moderator. Just hours on end of, I can't find the shard. How do I make an account? Where's my referral here? I can't get in. Where do I get this? Notice me, senpai. Shut. I genuinely think the mods and developers need therapy after that first day. That being said, there's also another word I'd use to describe it, and that word is successful. It went successfully. They sold thousands of copies and almost immediately jumped to the #1 spot on the best-selling charts on Steam for over 24 hours, beating games like Dying Light, God of War, Elden Ring, etc. So I'd call it a chaotic success. That's the word. And the developers have already fixed a lot of the issues in just these few days after launch. I don't even think these people sleep at all. I think they just stay up all day and night. The game launched last week Thursday, and so far since that day, I have been playing a little bit. And so far, I have been having an absolute blast with this game. There are many things in this game that I love, but I'll just list off a few of them. First off is the visuals. This game is beautiful, and everything you've seen so far has been recorded strictly on standalone Quest. No PC VR, just standalone. I don't know what voodoo magic these developers did to make this game look this good on a standalone Quest headset, but I'm a little too afraid to ask, so I'm just gonna play the game and enjoy it. And you know that if it looks this good on a standalone headset, it looks phenomenal on a PC VR headset. I do not have a PC VR headset, so I do not have footage for that, but just trust me. Second thing I love is cooking. The cooking is incredibly fun. All you do is press a button in your menu, and you get your own personal cooking station popped up right in front of you. It is really cool. The cooking itself is pretty straightforward. You slide the flavor juice tube in. Well, I mean, it's fuel, but I like to call it flavor juice. and then you just cook. The knife cuts food where you actually cut it. The food in the pan burns if you don't flip it enough. It's just really nice all around. There are tons of different foods and recipes, and each one gives you a certain buff to help you in battle. The third and final thing that I'll mention that I absolutely love is climbing and gliding. There's a certain pattern I've noticed in this game that if you see something, you can climb it. You see that building over there? Yeah, you can climb that. See that little mountain over there? Want to climb it? Do it. I did. It's a great view. I cannot express how happy I am that they did this. It is so upsetting to me when there's a mechanic that I love that I can only do in certain places. And the gliding is also fantastic. You can set your gliding preferences to whatever fits you best. I personally use strafe mode because it gives me control over my vertical and angular motion. Really, your only limitation with movement in this game is how much stamina you have, and you can upgrade it. It's just very cool to me, and I love it so much. There's obviously a lot more to this game than I'm even saying, but to keep this video nice and bite-sized, I'll just leave it at that. So, to everyone working at Ramen, thank you so much. And thank you to the 2 of you that made it to the end of this. I hope you enjoyed this bit of a smaller video. As I said, this is a very new experience for me, so I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Do you prefer the text or the bad mic quality voice? And depending on the response, I will either try to do this again, or I will just go back to text and never speak ever again. This was incredibly terrifying. And let me know what you might want to see me try next. You saw some of my games at least. I could try Blade and Sorcery, or I could do The Walking Dead VR, Saints and Sinners, which I've never done before because I'm too much of a wimp, so it's just been sitting in my games collecting dust for months. Oh, right, also, go check out content creators like ZstormGames, Red Devil Studios, etc., who will give you a much better overview of this game, because I'm not a professional and I have no idea what I'm actually talking about. I just wanted to say something about it. Anyway, that's the end of this. I'll see you in the next one. I'm just going to cut it here instead of rolling the outro, because I think this just deserves a nice, soft end. Have a good day.